Welcome to this year's Mercer Island Community Scholarship Awards ceremony. I'm Liz Evans, the Mercer Island PTA Council President. One of the Mercer Island PTA Council's top priorities is to support students through PTA programs that provide ways to acknowledge and celebrate Mercer Island students. PTA Council demonstrates this priority by overseeing the Washington State PTA Reflections Art Program, the Nancy Shops Memorial Grant, Parent Edge, and the Mercer Island Community Scholarship Program. I'd now like to introduce you to our Council VP of Programs, Stephanie Parmenter and Amy Richter, who oversee the scholarship program. They will talk a little bit more about the scholarship program, its fundraising efforts, and our partners who we work with to bring this scholarship to our community each spring.
I'm Stephanie, and Amy Richter and I are so excited to be here tonight to come together to celebrate all of you deserving students. For over 40 years, the MIPTA Council has been administrating the Community Scholarship Program, which celebrates and honors 27 seniors every spring. This meaningful event provides a unique opportunity for Mercer Island High School staff to share directly with students why they have been selected to receive this honor. Besides the students being honored by their teachers, the PTA Council is hopeful each recipient will receive a scholarship check up to the amount of $500. This is achieved through fundraising by community members donating directly to the scholarship fund and through the annual sale of graduate grams, more commonly known as grad grams. We appreciate the Mercer Island Chamber of Commerce for their generous donation, as well as the continued partnership with Mercer Island Pediatrics and Orthodontist Associates of Mercer Island. To date, we have had over 500 community members participate. We're grateful for the individuals, the youth organizations, the Mercer Island businesses who have shown their support by purchasing grad grams, donating directly to the scholarship fund, and many that did both. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Amy Richter. As Liz mentioned earlier, the scholarship program is administered by the Mercer Island PTA Council. We are responsible for the overall scope of the program, and we drive the fundraising efforts that support the scholarship component of this award. But to bring this award program to life, we rely on and partner closely with the Mercer Island High School PTA and the Mercer Island administration team and staff. Within these teams, there are a handful of individuals that we would like to thank who have put an extraordinary amount of time and effort into making tonight possible. So first, we would like to thank Ginny Pietola and Sidley Smith. They are Mercer Island High School PTA volunteers, and they are our awards night scholarship chairs. They've organized all of the details behind tonight's events, and they were handling all the communications out to all of you as you were planning to get here tonight. Sidley and Ginny, we can't thank you enough for all that you have done tonight to make it so special for our students. On the high school administration side, we'd like to thank Kristen Britnall and Amanda Como. They worked tirelessly behind the scenes at the high school, managing all of the program to-dos, and there was a lot of details to make this happen. And they also created the awards program, which you received when you came into the auditorium. It's really beautifully done, and it highlights each and every one of our amazing scholarship recipients. To our high school staff and of teachers, thank you for all the work that you have done in selecting our award recipients, for writing the wonderful bios that are in the program, and for being here tonight to award your students this scholarship. We know that this is an extremely busy time for you, and we are so grateful to have you here. Thank you. Finally, a heartfelt thank you goes out to the Associate Principal, Erica Hill. Without your sponsorship and ongoing support, this scholarship program just wouldn't be possible. Thank you, Erica, for your partnership and the time that you have given to support this special community program. Thank you so much. Just one more thing, I know. It is a privilege to be here tonight on behalf of the PTA Council to honor the 27 students who have earned a Community Scholarship Award. You are being recognized not just for your passion to learn and your hard work and perseverance, it's also the how you go about achieving what is important to you. Your approach is to lift up and support those around you in your community, your peers, your classmates, your teachers. It is through your encouragement, your compassion, and the kindness that you show others in all that you do that you are helping to build a stronger, a more inclusive and caring community. And for that reason, we here at the PTA could not be more proud to award you the 2022 Mercer Island Community Scholarship Award. Congratulations. So with that, I'd love to introduce Erica Hill. Thank you very much and enjoy the evening.
Great. Thank you so much for creating this evening and all of the work that's gone into this special celebration. I do just want to echo how incredible it is for the staff to be here and going above and beyond to write such thoughtful pieces about each student and on a Monday night being here. So thank you. And to students, I know it's not been an easy last couple of years, and the fact that we get this chance to honor you and celebrate this journey is extremely powerful. And I just wanted to say that some of the attributes for these awards for you, when we put this out to staff to say, who would you like to nominate? The key attributes were growth mindset, a student that was passionate, a student that showed leadership, and a student that had great attitude. So this is not only just the really strong student in your subject area, but you have also demonstrated all of these attributes. And for this, we are so excited to celebrate you tonight. And I wanted to take a moment to have Mr. Kelly, our principal, welcome you as well.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Erica. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the hard work, and thanks for our PTA Executive Board and PTA officers here at the high school and your hard work as well. Students, I'm just thinking about a moment. I bet you can think about some time in the last, hopefully, week, month, or at least year, where you went like something clicked. Like when I understand something for the first time, something matters to me for the first time, or I love something for the first time. Just take a moment and think about that. See if you can capture that. The reason that I love this place is the fact that you have dedicated time to those moments, but you're not alone. It's a partnership. It's the amount of time that your parents committed and your family's committed to make sure that you're ready for school, you're ready for that moment. You were growing, you were taken care of, you were safe. All those things happen. The amount of time that happens also with our teachers to prep for that moment, to make sure they're ready to see when that light goes off, they plan for it, and they're ready to go next. I really appreciate that from our teachers and our staff. And then from you. You've done the quiet work. I was at the girls lacrosse championship game on Friday night, so shout out to girls lacrosse. They deserve everything they got with rewards. They get to perform on a public field and have people rush the field when they win. Sometimes the victories you have in life are much quieter than that. So I wanted to tell you how much I appreciate the quiet hard work, even for theater, the quiet hard work that's been done before that performance, or sometimes with your scholarship, your community service, or anything else that just matters and the reason you're here today. So you're part of that partnership as well, and that time concentrated at that moment makes it happen. The other part is I just want to share with you I'm proud. I cannot be more proud of you. I cannot be more proud of you as I look across the actual faces here and the people that I know, but also as a group, that you've done all those things diligently and under difficult circumstances, and really in the last year, you brought this place back alive. You have made us so happy to be here with you. So I just wanted to thank you for that moment. I want to take a pause to tell you that as a principal, on behalf of your faculty and on behalf of your parents, we are proud of you and we publicly want you to know that. So no further ado, I'll turn it over to the least shy person that I know over here for our CCR awards, Ms. Jen Mcclellan.
Oh, what an honor, and wow, to stand in front of all of you. You're slightly terrifying. You guys are so capable. I just wanted to first off say heartfelt thank yous to our own Mercer Island High School PTSA, and huge thank yous to our PTSA Council, which is all of the schools across our whole island. And part of this scholarship comes from all of our schools. So this is our elementaries and our middle school and our high school funding these scholarships. So it's the whole island that is backing you up. And I also know how much work this is, because I've been on the other side of this project, and it's huge. So huge thank yous, because I know how many hours was spent honoring these students and these families. So I hope you all know that those families you're saying lots of thank yous to them, because that's why you're here. So CCR, what is that? College and Career Readiness is the title of our department, and it's massive because it's all over the place. It's any course that has a career exploration skills element, and so it spans a ton of different types of courses. And so it's really hard to sort of drill down into the students that we choose. And the first one is a nomination on behalf of Mr. Trombley, who could not make it today, but I would like to have Lena Hardesty come up and join me and stand awkwardly next to me. I think you get a rose. I think you get a rose. Okay. So I'm reading Mr. Trombley's words, but I also know Lena. She's just one of those extraordinary people, so I'm going to read what he wrote for you. So this is from Mr. Trombley's words. I want to start with the obvious. Lena Hardesty is an amazing person, and I'm sure over these last 4 years that she has taught me way more than I could ever have taught her. Lena is an exceptional journalist, tireless, meticulous, honest, fearless, but with the right dash of self-depreciating humor. Under her leadership, which she has honed in her 4 years of service to the Mercer Island High School Islander as a cartoonist, staff writer, spread editor, lead designer, this list is really long, and now as editor-in-chief, the culture, quality, and vitality of the paper has been transformed. She is the model for what every high school journalist should be. I would be remiss if I didn't note here Lena's remarkable journey to become editor-in-chief. Because of a scheduling conflict, Lena was not formally enrolled in my journalism class her sophomore year. Despite this reality, and because of her love of journalism, she continued to publish and influence the culture of our newspaper, often outperforming even the most dedicated enrolled students. I can't imagine journalism without her, but I do know that her dedication, her spirit, her vision, her sheer brilliance is a legacy that will inspire future Mercer Island High School journalists for years to come. Lena. I would like to invite Joe Bryant up to do our second nominee, and then I will close with the third.
Hello, I'm Joe Bryant. I'll take this thing off. I'd like to invite Audrey Sadler, our program director of 88.9 The Bridge, to the stage. Now, the first thing I'll say is I love our little radio station, but she loves it even more. Audrey Sadler is the heart of KMIH 88.9 The Bridge, and she's been here since she was a freshman. Audrey is always willing to do whatever it takes. She's very talented behind the microphone, but she will program music. She will make an air schedule. She will even clean the studios, and the most of the things she will do is mentor everybody else and make them feel wanted and part of a team. She started in radio as a freshman. She stayed for 4 years, and last Friday we got a really great opportunity to call a state championship lacrosse game. Audrey also did that as a freshman, so it was a real kind of full circle moment that we had together. She's receiving this award for CTE courses, which Jim Mcclellan so well does, broadcast media specifically. I think the biggest testament to our career courses is when somebody decides to pursue that career. And Audrey's next stop is the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communications at Arizona State University. And I know she's going to excel there just as much as she has at Mercer Island High School, and it means so much to me. Success in broadcasting, it requires some talent, but what it requires even more is hard work, dedication, and the most important aspect, being somebody that other people want to work with, and that's Audrey Sadler. So I thank you so much, Audrey, for all you've done, for all the people you've mentored. I'm going to miss you, but you will always be a part of this, and I'm really thrilled that you're leaving a little sister behind, too. So congratulations on the scholarship. Well deserved.
And then I get to round out with Kayla Levin. If you could come up and join me. Oh. And I'll try to get through this without crying. So Kayla, oh my gosh. And I love these awards because as teachers, we get to choose our students that have just dug in and engaged and made not only the individual class better, but the whole course better for years to come. And there was no better candidate than Kayla for this award from my nomination. So Kayla is in both leadership with Mr. Swanson, and then she is in my international entrepreneurship class, which is our capstone class for our business and marketing pathway, and we create a company. And then I hand it to them and they run it. And so she is among superstars. There's a lot of kids in her class that are pretty extraordinary. And so to have her percolate to the top is just an example of how much she engages. Those of you that know that I love quotes and I love definitions. So the term that I think of, I have a couple terms or words that I think of when I think of Kayla. Wonderful is one, but capable. And the definition of capable is having the ability, fitness, or quality necessary to do or achieve a specified thing, able to achieve efficiently whatever one has to do. And Kayla, I can give her my car keys and my credit card, and she'll take care of everything. She is so incredibly capable. So that's one word I think about her. Another word is kind, which is a common word. We hear about it all the time. It's actually kind of hard to define when you actually look at the definition. Kayla, in the midst of all those type A personalities, is innately kind, and to everyone, including me. And as a teacher, I value that. I want you to hold on to that. That just makes you so incredible. So that kindness. And then the last thing is she excels and invests in whatever it is that she does. And the example I use there is that we have been trying, and it's because it's really hard to run a business in a school district. Let's just tell you can't run a for-profit business in a school district. It's really hard. And we've been trying to get an e-commerce platform up and running, which we did. That's one of the benefits of the global pandemic. Thank you, the global pandemic. But Kayla took that this year, took it single-handedly at the district level with our business office and made it work for our class and for Student Store and for advanced marketing and a bunch of other clubs. And that's because she put hours and hours into it and didn't give up. And that's true entrepreneurial spirit. So the class is going to be better because of her. And I'm so grateful to her just for everything she's given to the class, but also just for being my student and making me smile every day. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're introducing.
And next, I'd like to have Emily King come up to do our awards for Crest.
Ethan, can you come on up and join me? Ethan Hackman is a strong, steady presence in the Crest community. He strives to leave a positive impact both in and outside of the classroom. Earlier this year, Ethan hurt his back and was unable to play football, but he still showed up to practice all the time to mentor the younger students and ended up winning the Islander Program Player Award for his level of commitment to the team. Ethan uses his experiences as a team player in the classroom as well. He gets positive reviews from every group member he works with. And for his senior community action project, so our students identify a problem in the community and work to figure out a solution and implement that solution. So his group is creating a mentor student program for new students who are coming into our community. His dedication to his education, he's just come such a big difference between the last couple years. You've just really, I don't know, just turned a corner, dug in, said, I'm gonna do this. And so we know that grit is going to help him next year at Wazoo. And we will miss you, and that's all I have. All right, Mr. Anderson. So, Crest has picked Jaden as one of our nominees because in his 2 years with us, he has become such a positive role model for our younger students in the building. Jaden has overcome a lot of hardships, and I'm not going to go into detail about those. Those are conversations you should have with him. But he has grown tremendously. He persevered in courses that were hard and hard for him and came to get extra support and repeated material to make sure that he had sufficient understanding. His level of dedication has been focused on the Boys and Girls Club for the last few years. In 2020, he was the Mercer Island Youth of the Year, and he is a leader and a teacher at the Peak. He hopes to continue his community work as he works to become a police officer. I asked Jaden's teachers about him, and what they shared above all is that he is kind and he makes other people feel special. And best of all, he always does this with a smile on his face. So, congratulations and good luck.
And next, on behalf of the English department, I would love to have Katie McCon come up and present the English awards.
Hello, everybody. I am very proud to be presenting this award on behalf of my colleagues in the English department. I'm presenting this award on behalf of Chris Twombly and Jeff Randolph and Danielle Melgar, and they just had only the best things to say about the students I'm going to call up. So Jack Drake, why don't you come up? Mr. Randolph and Ms. Melgar say that you are a classy combination of hard work, passion, humility, curiosity, knowledge, kindness, and creativity. It's quite a list. It's easy to say that Jack is leagues beyond his years. As a student in English class, Jack is insightful, intuitive, thoughtful, contributes to all discussions, and is a true critical thinker. Mr. Drake reads books with a keen eye, always forming relationships with the characters and themes in the novel. His extraordinarily competent essays provide his readers with refreshing new perspectives that eschew the stale, worn-out arguments littering the rest of the essay stack. Thank you, Jeff, for that one. Okay. That said, Jack knows he is not a finished product, and is always seeking out any opportunity to help him develop his writing skills. In addition to his eloquent writing in his English classes, Jack has also written a number of original scripts for the stage and screen and is a fantastic performer, if I do say so myself. So thank you, Jack. Kelly Cotter. Chris Twombly has only the best things to say for people, so he writes a lot of these senior blurbs. So this is Mr. Twombly's words. All of her English teachers agree that Kelly is an excellent writer and student of literature, one of whom noted, Kelly's writing always stood out to me as mature, and I look forward to reading her essays. Indeed, in a recent essay on Ivan Illich, Kelly writes, my freshman year of high school, I was a lot like Ivan. Filled with insecurity about not growing up in America and wanting to fit in, I prioritized checking off the necessary boxes to get into a top college so I would feel successful. And just like Ivan, I found that tunnel vision prevented me from understanding what was important in life. What I love most about Kelly's prose is that she is writing to learn, not writing to prove something. One can always see a curious and compassionate mind opening itself up to the world of possibilities. So, thank you. Oliver Lozier. You also have quite the list. All right. Thoughtful, perceptive, articulate, compassionate. These are some of the adjectives to describe Ollie the person. Ollie the writer is all of these things and a whole lot more. His ability to put himself into the shoes of literary characters or into the fictional world of authors makes his writing transformative. A taste of his writing. Humans are Sisyphean. While the search for meaning is a figment of the imagination, the search is a fundamental good. It allows for the existence of the most ethereal aspects of human experience: love, compassion, empathy, devotion, and trust. This is the story of human life. Humans can be happy simply pushing rocks up hills. It's wisdom like this that makes me look forward to Ollie's writing. Also from Mr. Twombly.
And next, can we please have Kate Yoder come up on behalf of the math department? And Alex Perry.
You know, the math department has to do things a little differently because we think a little differently sometimes. So I'm going to ask that all three of our nominees for mathematics come up. So Ava and Marissa and Evan, if you could join us, please. Thank you. So, it's always, that time of year comes around and the math department's like, okay, we got to get our names in first because we know the other departments are going to name people that we want. And the first person that I'm going to speak to is definitely was on that list of we know somebody else is going to take this person. And Ava Rosenbaum is exceptional in all ways. I was lucky enough to have her in class last year and only regret the fact that I only got to see her in person. What is it? How many days? Not many. She is a student of passion and intellect for mathematics. Her willingness to dig in to application situations and her tenacity in working through them is truly amazing. I remember her enthusiasm, that twinkle Principal Kelly talked about in her eye, an enthusiasm for when she connected the dots and you did integrals and you're like, oh, I see, they all connect now. Trust me, in a subject that a lot of people, a lot of students are kind of cool to, it warms a teacher's heart. She is not just an active participant in the learning environment, but is always looking to make connections and get to the why. Those of her peers lucky enough to be in class with her or collaborate with her in group team homework benefit from her questions, insights, patience, and clear explanations. Ava is the total package. A student with the mathematical chops, tenacity, collaboration skills, and personality to be successful in whatever she chooses to do. And we are honored to give you this mathematics award.
There we go. As my students said, man, Mr. Perry, you have a face. All right. So I struggle to think of a student that Mr. Coombs and I had that is as disturbing as our student Evan here. There you go. So Evan's ability to be both a vocal and silent leader in the math classroom is invaluable and a skill that will serve him well as he goes through life. Whenever he doesn't know something, Evan knows how to utilize his resources around him so that he can receive the help he needs in order to be successful. For example, he's pretty much the only student who I had during hybrid learning on our Wednesday, at-home day. Yeah, you were pretty much the only student who came in and always asked questions. And that is awesome, because I thought I was just speaking into the void every single time. He's also a person who just radiates positivity. I mean, look, he's even smiling right now. That is infectious to the whole class. We commend Evan for his hard work and determination to have a strong conceptual understanding of the necessary content and his willingness to be a support for his peers in the math classroom. Congratulations, Evan.
So I'm going to speak about Marissa and say words that Mr. Weed has for her. And I realized as I was reading through this beforehand that everything that Ms. Hill said about this award was exemplified in this explanation. And I'm like, doggone it, I missed out. I didn't have her in class. So this is Mr. Weed's words. Marissa exemplifies what it truly means to be a learner and a student. By this I mean having persistence and insistence on understanding every concept to its core, no matter how long it takes or how much effort it requires. I have rarely seen a student work so tirelessly to seek understanding and make mathematical connections for the pure satisfaction it brings when it all clicks together. The beauty of this is that her passion has rubbed off on many of her classmates and helped them to become more thoughtful mathematical learners as well. The influence didn't stop with her peers either. The insightful and novel questions she has asked in class have even made her teachers pause and think about topics in ways they had never thought of before, infusing interest and enthusiasm in unexpected places. She once spent 2 hours working on a single problem. That's called perseverance. After class, on the last day before winter break, mind you, to quench a curiosity about solving a math problem using an alternative solution to one that she had already found. And she brought one of her classmates along for every minute of that ride. This is Marissa in a nutshell: determined, curious, going well above and beyond for the sake of newfound knowledge, and enlightening and influencing others in the process. Her pondering math's mysteries and puzzles had been a breath of fresh air at a time when it was probably been needed the most. Marissa has been a shining example of what being a student and a young mathematician is all about. Congratulations.
All right, for performing arts, we're really lucky to have 3 presenters. So if we could have Parker Bixby, Annalise Rockow, and Daniela Melgar come on up. Oh, Parker's going to speak for Daniela.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here and at home on the live stream as well. It's a great time of year when we get to celebrate these students publicly, and thanks for letting us just do the fun part of all of that. I appreciate it. So I'm going to start by recognizing Ethan Cheney, who is the winner of the Orchestra Program's Scholarship Award. I'm speaking on behalf of Ms. Vicki White-Miltoon, who is retiring after 47 years. I almost said 74. Would anybody have questioned me? 47 years of teaching, and what an honor to be recognized by Ms. Miltoon for the work that Ethan does. If you've been to a performance, you've seen Ethan. He's a tall, handsome kid who plays with such incredible expression and ability, really extraordinary player. The pandemic has been really hard on the performing arts. It's been hard on everybody, but it's been very difficult on the performing arts, primarily because if you take away an audience and people around you, other artists around you to make music, it's just practice. You're just practicing for years on end. And in all of these three students that I'm going to speak about this evening, they really represent not just creative students. We have a lot of creative students here in our performing arts programs, and not just students with ability, and not just students who remember or know what performing feels like, but these students really represent leaders with grit, who understood that there was another end to the rainbow, and if they just kept working, they would get there. And I'm here to tell you that whether it's the drama program, the orchestra program, the choir program, the band program, without those students, the pathways for the younger students who are coming through would have been much darker for much longer. So we're really grateful for all of their work and on all of their behalf. So Ethan is home on live stream as well. Hi, Ethan. But these are Ms. Miltoon's words on behalf of Ethan. Ethan started his cello orchestra journey in the 5th grade. Even then, he was talented, respected, and a leader in the group. He's continued these qualities into high school and now serves as co-president of the MIHS Orchestra Board and as an officer in the Music Department Honor Society, Tri-M. He represents all 3 orchestra classes. He works tirelessly for excellence in performance and in service to the group. During the pandemic, he made terrific orchestra promotional videos while practicing many hours a day. Ethan plans to attend UW and will major in biochemistry. He hopes to pursue research in higher education and medical school. He also plans to continue playing the cello. Congratulations, Ethan. Okay, Sophia, come on up. If you've been in this theater before, you've probably seen Sophia. That's probably the case. And I just want to tell you that Ms. Melgar moved heaven and earth. I mean, I'm telling you, like planes, trains, and automobiles. She landed in an airplane after a delayed flight about 45 minutes ago and was doing everything she could to be here and wanted to tell you congratulations, and she loves you to death. But I'm going to speak on her behalf. And I'm sure she'll catch up with you. She's probably on her way to your house. Sophia is a force of light, energy, strength, and leadership. In her 4 years as a student actor in the drama department, she has performed in 7 main stage shows, costume designed 1 production, and served as a leader with the acting ensemble as president of the drama club. Her character choices on stage are always varied and compelling, and she puts all of herself into the work she creates. She is bright, thoughtful, passionate, patient, driven, and fierce in everything that she does, and will make a mark wherever she goes. She'll be missed. Congratulations, Sophia. Congrats. Okay, Aaron, come on up. He's dreading this, I'm sure. Aaron's going to make eye contact with all of you and smile, and because one of the things that we've worked on with Aaron over time is taking a little bit of credit for the incredible work that he does and the amazing artist that he is. There are some fantastic leaders down here in these first few rows who I think all of us feel so fortunate to work with. And universally, I think one of the common attributes of them is humility and persistence and consistency and a willingness to do things for other people because they like how it feels when they do that work. And I'm not sure I have a better example of that than Aaron up here. Aaron's my first look every day. So we all have our first look. Maybe for you, it's the person who works at the entrance to the parking garage, or the person who pours your first cup of coffee, or whatever. But my first look every single day, other than Ms. Confalone's dark car, because she gets here 20 minutes before even me, my first look is Aaron. He is waiting in the band hallway every morning at about 6:40 in the morning. To be fair, he lives very close. Very, very close. And I am greeted every single day with a hi, Mr. Bixby, good morning, Mr. Bixby, a smile, kindness, what do you need? What can I do for you? I can only hope that everybody has that for their first look every single day coming into work. It is such a special moment. The second thing I want to say about Aaron is that he is an artist. I know he looks like a linebacker, but he is an artist and he has earned it. The myth of the talent advantage is true. Talent will lose every day to grit and hard work. And Aaron proved it. His Barry sacks used to be bigger than him, and he found a way to wrangle it every single day and do the work, ask the questions, get in the practice room, and be expressive. I encourage you all to find a moment and some time to hear him play. Extraordinary. Last thing, all of these things apply to Aaron in terms of him being creative and kind and wonderful and humble, but maybe most important for his future, he's handy. So if you need somebody to fix something, or if you need some work done, landscaping or a future construction project, he'll charge you a very reasonable price. But you're going to get an honest dude and a great product, and you would be lucky to be able to spend the time with him. So congratulations, Aaron.
Hi, everyone. My name is Annalise Rocco. I'm the choir director here. I just want to echo everything that Parker said about the performing arts in the last couple of years and the student that I'm about to recognize tonight. All of the things that Parker noted about our programs would look a lot different without these leaders in them the last couple of years apply to my student as well. I'm excited to present this award from the choir part of our department tonight to Maggie Peterson. And although they can't be here in person tonight, I am proud to share and celebrate their accomplishments with you. Maggie Peterson has been a pillar of excellence in the choir program at MIHS for the last 4 years. They have represented our school and our district at honor choirs at all levels, so that's regional, at all state, all Northwest, and even all national this year as well. And we are proud to have them representing our program at those levels. Through these experiences, Maggie has gained new perspectives that they can then bring back to our choir to help us grow. Over the last 4 years, Maggie has helped to shape what the MIHS program, choir program represents and what we want to be working towards. I am so grateful for Maggie's contributions, not only musically, but interpersonally with their peers as well. Maggie leads by example and does not shy away from a challenge. Their easily identified contributions include arranging Singing Valentines, working hard to receive featured solos, always leading the smallest section of our choir to musical success, and consistently doing everything through a lens of positivity and collaboration. Beyond these things, they are simply an awesome member to work with in our group. Along with this, they are a very accomplished student in their coursework and a wonderful leader to our improv club here at MIHS, as well as a member of Tri-M representing our choir program there. I'm looking forward to seeing how Maggie navigates their experience the next year and in the years to come. I know that they will contribute positively no matter where they end up, and Maggie has left our choir program better than they found it 4 years ago, and has helped to build a foundation for the program that will serve many, many more students in the future. I feel very fortunate to have worked with Maggie, and I know that all of our choir students here are also very grateful to have been their peer. Congratulations, Maggie.
And next, on behalf of science, please have Kimberly Griggs will come up.
I'm Miss Griggs. It's really nice doing this award ceremony because oftentimes I've had most of the recipients at one point in their high school career, and I just want to say it's been an honor to be your teacher at one point, whether it was freshman year or senior, junior year. Anyways, so I'm going to be presenting for the science department. First up, we're going to have Divya Krishna Swami. Did I say it right? Oops. Krishna Swami. I think I actually have your brother. You have Is your brother Ashwin? Okay, I thought so, okay. So these are the words of Mr. Cook and Mr. Benchavango. They weren't able to be here to present to you. Divya is a student who has a true passion for science. She has engaged in every science opportunity and more than that this school has offered. She has been the president of the HOSA, which is our Health Occupation Students of America program, for the past 2 years, demonstrating her interest in medicine and her ability to lead. She helped increase the MIHS HOSA membership from about 20 students to over 30 this year and excelled in 2 categories she competed in this year at state. She won first place in health informatics category, and she will be representing Washington State at HOSA International Competition in Nashville this June. Congratulations. During the difficult years of online and hybrid learning, she took many high-level science courses and demonstrated perseverance, stayed engaged, and excelled in her coursework, receiving high marks on all of her AP exams. Congratulations. Next up, we'll have Andrew Wu. Come on. You're next. Andrew is the definition of the school motto, which is innovation, inspiration, and integrity. On a daily basis, he would share his vast knowledge and passion for STEM topics because he truly wants to inspire people to see the awesomeness of science. He can also take complex topics, ruminate on it, and express his own understanding in a way that his peers can better understand the topic. You can typically find Andrew bouncing between my room 114 and Miss Harvey's room 115, or in the robotics room. He's often spouting off fun facts about science, covering the whiteboards in calculations, theories, or discussing the bestagon. He is a person of his word and is always happy to help his classmates. His work in the robotics program has led to many, many victories, and I know that they are going to miss you in the future. In the fall, Andrew plans to go to college and study STEM. Congratulations, Andrew. I'm just gonna warn everybody, I'm the crier. That's me, I'm the tears. They'll come, sorry. Giving you fair warning. Next up, we have Stella Profiter. Okay. Stella is an incredibly well-rounded student who is beloved by many. Her accomplishments throughout her high school career reflect how ambitious and driven she is. She has been the captain of many, many teams, including my Science Olympiad team, cheer, swim, and dive. And outside of school, she is the founding member of the Boy Scouts of America Troop 678, which is the first all-female BSA chapter here on MI. Throughout BSA, she was able to rise quickly and become an Eagle Scout in less than a year. Okay. Sorry. Her resume is literally 3 pages long. Because I've written many letter of recommendations, so I've had to ask for them. But Stella has had a tremendous impact on all of her various communities and organizations she's worked with. I know on a personal level, I am very grateful to have had Stella throughout her high school career. From freshman year to helping me navigate science club during the pandemic. She is a scholar, an athlete, a leader, a woman in STEM. She is like no other. Stella plans to study biomedical engineering at the University of North Carolina in the fall, and I will miss you tremendously. You're the best. Oh, it's so great. You're gonna make me cry. Congratulations, Stella. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I'll leave now.
Mr. Puhala, you ready? So on behalf of Social Studies, we have Mr. Ed Puhala.
Thank you, Ms. Hill, and thank you to the PTSA for welcoming here to represent the Social Studies Department this evening. Maggie Matheson. Maggie Matheson is MIHS's historian in residence. She is a researcher and writer of the highest caliber. On her own, outside of school the last 2 years, she labored on research, resulting in 2 original essays that earned 5th place at the Washington State History Day competition this year and 2nd place at the state competition last year. The focus, determination, and meticulous attention to detail required to produce original papers of that length is rare, especially in high school students. Beyond her own work as a historian, she has been a steady participant in class learning and culture, always willing to volunteer her ideas to jumpstart a discussion or to add energy and enthusiasm to role plays and projects. Maggie is a humble person, but her daily kindness, thoughtfulness, and industry have not gone unnoticed. She is the best of MIHS. Congratulations, Maggie. Jason Zhao. I know Ms. Yoder boasted about the math department getting their names in first, but I assure you these aren't the scraps, actually. I'm not very good at math. You should have lunch with Jason Zhao. Just for conversation. He is so widely read and has humor, you will leave cheered and wiser. For 4 years, this autodidact has brought to class a prodigious storehouse of both factual and conceptual understandings on everything from feudal Japan to the New Deal to contemporary issues. The gravitational force of his curiosity consumes all manner of information and crunches it up into crystal clear explanations and arguments. Essays with literary flair and a sophisticated style. It has led him far beyond class assignments to volunteering with the State Historical Society and to his own research, which produced, for example, an essay on Chinese exclusion published in an online journal, The Schola. More impressive than his academic skills is Jason's humility. His classmates appreciate his real sense of humor, his tact, his gentle corrections, his plain contributions to discussions, and his clever shenanigans. They know he cares. His efforts leading the History and Politics Club, supporting workers at Amazon and refugees from Ukraine are proof too that he has a wider, more global perspective on both history and current events than most of us. Jason is a scholar, funny and good-natured, the sort of colleague and friend any of us would wish to have. He will do good things. Congratulations, Jason.
All right, come here, pasty boy. I'm gonna miss it. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Harry Golin. Harry Golin has an amazing depth of knowledge and understanding of geopolitics, along with a mature grasp of how American society functions. And he likes to argue, too. He always engages his peers in class and goes out of his way to research people, ideas, and places we study in order to better inform his own opinions. His enthusiasm for any intellectual endeavor, from putting Genghis Khan on trial to debating bills in a mock Congress, has proven infectious. Harry asks questions that show not only political acumen, but also a desire to solve age-old issues of human suffering. He has contributed tremendously, not only to his classmates' understanding, but also to the climate of learning here through his sensitivity to diverse perspectives, his tact, and his empathy. His efforts leading the History and Politics Club foretell, we expect, his future, when he will use his unbelievable curiosity, his command of international events, and his planetary knowledge regarding the world's history in a way that helps nations and cultures better understand each other. He's a stand-up human being, and he has been a gift to MI. Congratulations, Harry.
And next, on behalf of Visual Arts, Ms. Jessica Scheidler.
All right. I am here on behalf of 3 art teachers, and we like to fight over our top 2. So don't worry, there's more awards to come but I'm going to have Sophie Woodbury come up first. For sure, Sophie is a once-in-a-career kind of student. She is intelligent, has an amazing accent, and is an inclusive personality that draws others in to her like a creative flame. As a president of the NHS and Art Club, she has shown how resilient and inspiring her leadership has helped. And it sprouts creative roots through our school and our community. Right now, they're actually painting a mural. And Sophie has completed both the AP 3D and AP drawing exams. And her creative energy seems to never lose its momentum while humbling the viewer as they realize the immense time she has poured into her talent. Things I will never forget: Sophie's laugh, her relatable personality, and her jovial nature of explaining art instruction, which is hard to do, by the way. I hope, Sophie, that you know your worth and you never stop achieving the things you deserve recognition and praise for. It was an honor to be your teacher, and I cannot wait to see the next chapter of your educational career and how you showcase your talents. I will miss you, and take care, and shake up that art world. All right, next up is Chloe Krebs. Is Chloe here today? We're gonna clap, yes. I am reading on behalf of Chantal Torrey. Chloe is an incredibly thoughtful student. She's beyond talented in art, especially in ceramics. Her creative mind shines through in all she does. She's kind and is friends with everyone in class. Her leadership qualities come through in all of her interactions with her classmates and staff. She sets the bar for integrity and citizenship. She always pitches in to help, no matter what the project is. She constantly inspires others to create, and is an overall wonderful human being. The art department feels very lucky to know Chloe.
And Ms. Viat, will you please come up to do the World Language Awards? Thank you.
Hello, I'm pleased to be here on behalf of the World Language Department. We've got 3 awards. The first one is for Chinese, Sebastian Kane. the Chinese teachers wrote this about you. It is with great pleasure that the Chinese Department of Mercer Island High School recognizes Sebastian Kane for the honor of recipient of the PTSA Award for 2022. Sebastian is one of the most responsible and hardworking students in class. He has taken 6 years of Chinese at Mercer Island and has reached the AP level of study. He represents what a good student can achieve within our Chinese program if they put in as much effort as he has. Outside of courses, he has excelled in gymnastics, given back to his community through peer-to-peer SAT preparation, and is looking into publication for his research in emotional psychology. With his diligent and positive attitude, the Chinese department gives the 2022 PTSA Award to Sebastian. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, good job. Next, on behalf of the Spanish department, we'd like to have Lucas Forkoper. It is with great pride that the World Language Department presents Lucas with this award for his tremendous accomplishments as a Spanish speaker and a language learner. All of Lucas's past Spanish teachers are grateful for this opportunity to recognize his impressive scholarship and achievement in the language. Lucas's budding fluency results from a sincere and enthusiastic desire to communicate in Spanish. In every Spanish class he has taken at MIHS, Lucas marked the high bar for language scholarship. With humor, creativity, and curiosity, he encouraged his peers to take risks and have fun while expressing themselves in Spanish. You do a lot of jokes. I have a couple kids like that. Had a lot of you too. A quick learner and hardworking student, he accelerated to AP Spanish his junior year and earned a 5 on the AP exam. I can tell you right now that's a very big accomplishment. A lot of you have taken these language exams and they're extremely difficult. Would you agree? Yeah, they're very, very difficult. Well, he's like, oh no, it was easy. Piece of cake. But they're very, very, very hard exams. So a 5 is just, I think it's like less than 5% of the nation gets 5s on these exams. They're very difficult, so it's amazing. The Spanish department says we are proud to call him a true language scholar. Congratulations. And Acacia, that's what I call her in French. Acacia Zhu is our choice from the French teachers, myself and Madame Friedman. We chose Acacia for this award because she's an outstanding student in our French program. She passed the AP exam last year as a junior and excelled on it. She's an excellent TA for the French department this year and helps out with my French 3 class this year as a senior. She's hardworking and she learns very quickly. She's also very determined. Since French 3, she was saying to me all the time, I want to be fluent in French. And in 2021, when the class that she had originally signed up for was canceled, she wanted to go to French 4, she immediately changed and said, I can do this, and signed up for AP, which is always a stretch when you go from 3 to AP because it's like going from 3 to 5 instead of 3, 4, 5. She just did it without hesitating. She's like, no, madame, I want to be fluent in French. I'm like, okay, then go for it. She showed up, and then we were online. She showed up online, 100% engaged, and could always be counted on to participate, do all the work, and be present in the difficult learning environment. Every time I would go into a breakout room, because you've got them in these breakout rooms in Zoom, and not everybody's always doing what they're supposed to when you go in when you pop in the breakout room. And really, that's so weird. And Acacia would be in there completely doing the speaking activities, with her partner, and just 100% the whole time putting in all of the effort necessary to get where she needed to be in her fluency. She's now fully fluent in French, so congratulations, Acacia. I think she's online right now. And you can rest assured that she will always do her best in life without being asked. She always does what she wants to do because she's intrinsically motivated. We're very pleased to reward her with this scholarship for all of her efforts. Congratulations, Acacia.
Okay, second to last award is Pat Brayman in the house. So Pat and family in the back, this is a really special moment to honor the Brayman Family Writing Award. And this was established when Pat Brayman retired from the district in 1994 after teaching 26 years at Mercer Island High School and serving for 25 years as chairman of the English department. After retiring, Pat served 12 years as an elected school board member. 2 additional generations of the Brayman family have impacted and been impacted by Mercer Island High School. She has 2 sons, Don, who graduated in 1987, and Jonathan, who graduated in 1990, and she has 3 grandchildren, David, who graduated in 2016, and I had the honor of teaching David, Adam in 2019, and Amy in 2020. I think I also had the honor of teaching Adam too. Both Pat and Jonathan earned scholarships in high school that enabled them to attend colleges of their choice. This award is the family's way of giving back to the community. And this award honors a writer whose portfolio shows great range, depth of expression, prose, elegance, and most importantly, vibrant humanity. And I just want to say that, Pat, it has been such an honor to know you and to work with you and to have the honor of working with your grandchildren as well. So we are lucky to have our English chair present this Brayman Writing Award.
This is the last time you guys will hear from me, I promise. So I haven't taught any of the students that I'm giving these awards to. This one, though, felt like an honorary member of my one section of freshmen that I had a few years ago. I taught their brother. I did not know that they were related. Who's this funny little freshman who keeps saying hi and coming into the classroom, and everyone seems to know who he is. And it was a great time, and it did not connect for me that I had Alex's brother. So Alex, why don't you come on up? And, yeah. So this is from Mr. Twombly, your English teacher and journalism advisor. Alex Levin is a fine young man who has a keen understanding of the world around him and a desire to inform and inspire others through his writing. Alex is currently the co-editor-in-chief of the school newspaper, where over the last 3 years he has transformed the way the MIHS Islander reports on high school sports, moving all coverage to our online publication and incorporating real-time social media updates to keep sports fans satisfied. For his leadership and impressive body of journalistic writing over his 4 years, Alex was recognized by the Washington Journalism Education Association as the Washington State Journalist of the Year. This year, Mr. Twombly has also had the pleasure of teaching Alex in his English class, where he has similarly distinguished himself. His writing in the block is marked by his hallmark directness, clarity, and insight. Alex's essay comparing the myth of Icarus to the overly competitive college-focused culture at MIHS stands out as one of the best student essays he's read in a very long time. We can think of no more deserving student to receive the Brayman Family Writing Award.
And I just want to take a moment to say how well-deserved this is. And as my first opportunity to come back to Mercer Island, one of my first interactions with an Islander with Alex, and he did an interview as not only for the paper, but as the cross-country captain. And just was such a great way to come back to Mercer Island and to meet you. So congratulations for this wonderful award. And last but not least, I would like to bring back our principal, Mr. Kelly, for the Principal's Award.
Our counselors and our administrators took nominations for our entire faculty. We carefully considered a person that represents the mission of the school, which is to have students that show innovation, integrity, and also inspiration. And in short, we wanted somebody who really epitomized that way underrated combination of just smart, kind, and hardworking that really made a difference. Grace McCormick, will you please come up? Grace McCormick has overcome many obstacles while attending Mercer Island High School. Even so, she's always tried her best, has a positive attitude, and is willing to help others. Grace tries to make her classmates feel a part of the community. She's willing to help and talk to peers and adults. She does everything she can to help younger students know what to expect in the future. And in a way, that's really the way that she shows integrity, not just as a person, but provides integrity to us as a school. She's creative and enjoys creative activities. She has a passion for visual arts, and she's detail-oriented. She has an amazing self-advocacy skills and is willing to speak up. She's not afraid to give herself a voice, and others find theirs. And that's part of the innovation, and that's the voice that you have through your art and through your words, and thank you for providing us with that. Grace has persevered through all these challenges she's encountered and has grown as become a better person from these experiences. She's earned the Principal's Award, and she deserves to be recognized for her effort, positive attitude, and the difference she's made in our school and campus and lives. Thank you. Those are not standard steps, by the way, for those who are in the audience. They're very steep. Gracefully done, Grace. All right, students, first, let's actually do something literal here. You have a rose, stop and smell the roses, just for a moment. All right, that was too easy. Actually got to use literally, which is a hard thing to do. What I want you to do now, though, is to really think and look for something in the next few weeks where maybe it's in your area that you've received this award. Maybe it's just in general as a school. You see somebody else that you see promise in, another student. The teachers and our administrators were beyond promise. We're no longer ingenues. But look at somebody around you that you go like, I know if I reached out, I'm going to remove a barrier or help inspire them. So please take that moment. Just at some point, I don't know when it'll come, but when it comes, know it and take advantage of it. And that's the way you can pay this forward. Again, we're so proud of you. Thank you so much for families for coming. Thank you so much to the PTSA. Thank you, teachers, administrators. Erica, thanks for keeping me organized today. And also in the front office, when you guys see Amanda or Kristen, please thank them. They've done a great job, as they always do. We hope you have a wonderful night, but we have our students. We'd like you to stay. We want to make sure that we get a picture of you, and then we'll let you on your way as well. Everybody else have a great evening, and we look forward to seeing you again.